Yo guys, what's going on? TheCuriousBrit back once again, and today we're reacting to another video from the channel. Hello Erica. This video is called A Guide to Dutch Supermarkets, Everything You Find in the Netherlands. So without further ado, let's jump straight into this one.
Grocery store is a place where you go get just one carton of milk and you end up buying a bunch of food because you saw a couple of discounts along the way. In this case, going grocery shopping in the Netherlands is no different. However, if you care about your health and you don't have enough money to order takeout every day, going to the grocery store is inevitable. For a relatively small country, there's a wide selection of supermarket chains to choose from. But if you don't feel like biking for more than 15 minutes, there's less. After looking up on Google your closest options, it also might be useful to look at the pricing and ranking. So here I present to you a rundown of most supermarkets, their brand.
Oh, supermarket. Spar is a supermarket in the Netherlands. Over here it's like convenience store, like corner shop. Right, an off-license newsagents type stall shop in the UK, or you genuinely find them at petrol stations, service stations, stuff like that. We've got Aldi and Lidl, and the rest I've never heard of them.
Positioning based on prices and variety of goods. First up is Hein, the most popular and widespread Dutch name. The supermarket, also known as A, is the largest chain in the Netherlands. It is always a solid choice if money is not an issue for you. It has a wide selection of neatly arranged items and some cheaper brand name.
So it's like a Dutch equivalent of Tesco's here in the UK.
The store is also known for giving discounts if possessing a bonus card. So without it, you cannot get great offers such as buy one.
Definitely like Tesco's, and if they've got a bonus card. In Tesco, we've got a club card where every pound spent you gain points, and then you can redeem them points for money off vouchers, etc.
And get one half price. Then comes Albert Heijn's biggest competitor, Jumbo. Jumbo is the establisher of buy 4 croissants or buns for €1, which Albert Heijn started to adapt in their stores. I see you, Albert Heijn. Nevertheless, Jumbo is slightly easier on the wallet and has more friendly vibes because of the yellow. Dirk, previously named after another Dutchman, Dirk van den Broek. The supermarket ranks among the cheapest Dutch supermarkets. It might look a bit more gloomy, but it has many items to choose from. Coop, also known as the store that will soon disappear because of the merging with supermarket chain Plus, is okay. The selection of items in both stores is neither cheap nor expensive.
Look at this thick carrot.
Unless it is located next to a university, which causes the prices to spike up. Spar, translated from German, means to save up or economize, but that couldn't be further from the truth. The store isn't completely overpriced, but it keeps you away from getting hungry. Spar could be compared to the Japanese 7-Eleven stores. A great selection of fancy breads and pre-made meals. Moreover, to stand out from the rest, the store imported many international
Buys nothing like that in the UK.
and or American candy. If you are someone that likes a good deal, or you are a broke student, discount supermarkets are perfect for you. These supermarkets are cheaper because of their limited stock,
in the UK.
efficient restocking of goods in boxes, and blatant copying of other brands,
nice.
but cheaper. Aldi and Lidl are the main two immigrants successfully integrating into the Netherlands from Germany. Both are very similar in what they offer. However, Lidl is considered to be more promotional and has better salads. Trust me. Both of these stores also provide a treasure island experience. The middle aisle of the store is dedicated to the random assortment of goods that will be here until they're sold out and will forever disappear. And maybe for the better. And for those who intensely smell their wine before drinking it and are not disgusted by blue cheese, the Netherlands also has a range of specialty supermarkets. These offer more premium and snobbish product ranges, including vegan, organic, gluten-free, and more questionable items. It's maca powder.
Maca.
Maca, hey. What the fuck is maca powder though? She's got a good point there. What is maca powder? If anyone knows what maca powder is, let me know in the comments down below. I've never heard of it.
With a Q is one of the examples. It is mostly located on the west side of the Netherlands. And we have Ecoplas, that is more widespread around the country. Both stores offer amazing looking pre-made meals, great packaging design, and peeled almond butter.
Wow, that's expensive.
Wow.
And here you can see an overall conclusion based on the supermarket selection range and pricing. Additionally, in order to compare prices, I conducted a personal research, comparing the cheapest peanut butter prices in each store. I looked for the cheapest 100% made from peanuts peanut butters. And this is the result. Unsurprisingly, coming in most expensive is Ecoplas. And the cheapest one of all is Lidl.
Still not
finally,
really expensive, is it? That's not really expensive when you put it in like for a jar of 100% organic peanut butter. €3.49. That's not too bad.
And the cheapest one of all is Lidl. And finally, there's also an option of exploring the local market. Depending on the region, it can be open every day or just twice a week. But as a socially anxious person, this might not be the best strategy, as there are many people and you actually need to communicate what you want and need. There are also some chains around the Netherlands that have only been heard as a legend, as they are difficult to pronounce, such as Walmart, Dien, Dekamarkt, and Hoogvliet. But they might exist or they might not. We'll never know. After finding the right store to shop in, there are many things that the Netherlands does differently from the rest of the world. So to prepare, here are some instances to keep in mind. Opening hours. Depending on the location, supermarkets might have limited hours or be completely closed on Sunday and public holidays.
Oh, that's interesting. Over here in the UK, we have limited hours on a Sunday. So most supermarkets are typically open from 10 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday, and that's it. Every other day they're usually open all day.
However, Dutch grocery stores in major cities are generally open 7 days a week and from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. As the Dutch are a busy nation that also is mindful about their health and what they eat, there are many pre-cut and pre-packaged products offered typically in the beginning of the store, starting off with wraps and salads and ending with chopped lettuce and baby potatoes.
Wraps and salads is our supermarket's equivalent of a £3 meal deal, or should I say a £3.50 meal deal, because they're not £3 anymore. So I see where they're going with there. It gets commuters in the door to buy their lunch.
Enough to afford HelloFresh, not a sponsor. At most supermarkets you can find boxes of food to prepare at home, just like the real thing. Besides the vegetables and fruit, you might be greeted with a fresh smell of baked goods. As many stores have small bakeries in them, where the boring task of taking bread turns into a little mini-game. But the Dutch are very passionate about their bread, so towards the end of the day you might not get a chance to get your favorite one, even the fluffy, soft, thin ones that come in a bag. Language barriers. As expected, all products are written in Dutch. Other than Dutch, French is often used as the only second option, making it confusing as to why it is not English, and plus making you regret not participating enough in those French classes during high school. Drinks. Supermarkets are only...
Why is it not English? That's quite fascinating that they use Dutch and French.
Only allowed to sell 3 types of alcoholic drinks: cider, beer, and wine. Plus, when you buy most of the drinks, even water, you will pay a rental fee that is returnable in the store's collector machine. Or if you're looking for something to...
Only allowed to sell 3 types of alcoholic drinks:
cider, beer, and plus making you regret not participating enough in those French classes during high school. Drinks. Supermarkets are only allowed to sell 3 types of alcoholic drinks: cider, beer, and wine. Plus, when you buy...
So, the question is, where would you go if you wanted to buy a bottle of vodka, a bottle of gin, a bottle of whiskey, a bottle of brandy, a bottle of just any spirit? Where would you go?
Most of the drinks, even
is there a
water,
specific shop
you will
you have
pay
to
a
go
rental
to?
fee that is returnable in the store's collector machine. Or if you're looking for something to raise the roof, most times you can find more drinks in the store next door, or in a not-so-secret section. Dutch food. Generally, the
not
Dutch
so
like
secret section where you'll find the rest of the drinks.
Simple and straightforward. Potatoes, soup, pancakes, and sprinkles on bread. And some fried finger food on the weekends.
Sprinkles on bread?
The Dutch like to keep their food simple and straightforward. Potatoes, soup, pancakes, and sprinkles on bread. And some...
Ooh, I gotta try that one day. That has intrigued me. Chocolate sprinkles
fried
on
finger
bread.
Food on the weekends. But luckily, the Netherlands has readily embraced international
find
food.
out what that's called.
Most grocery stores offer Europeanized, less spicy version of foods from all around the world. But if you're craving some simple eggs for breakfast, and you can't find them in any of the fridges, on this side of the continent, the eggs are freed from the coldness and are located somewhere on a nice and cozy shelf.
Same as in the UK, we don't keep the eggs in the fridge in the supermarket.
Chocolates. In the candy aisle, chocolate bars and candies are sold in big bags and bunches to share amongst your friends and family members. The store definitely expects you to have self-control and not eat the whole thing in a couple of hours. But all hope is not lost because there are some located next to the cash register and self-checkout. Then, if you're planning to leave the store comfortably, before paying, make sure you have a bag on hand. Otherwise, the bag costs extra. This practice encourages the customers to bring their own, plus most of the produce is already wrapped in unnecessary plastic. But that's a conversation.
Yeah, that's the same over here in the UK. You're expected to take your own bags with you. It's just to cut down on the use of the waste of single-use plastics, really. So most supermarkets implement like a 30p charge for a bag. They call it a bag for life. They'll replace it for you free of charge if it breaks or rips. Yeah, basically you have to take that with you to the supermarket every time you go shopping. Failure to do so, you've got to purchase another one every time you go. So if you don't take your bags with you, it'll soon add up. You'll soon have a drawer full of bags in your house.
For another day. Credit cards. Now you're ready to pay. Well, you might not be able to. Whoopsie doopsie. Some supermarkets don't accept Visa or MasterCards.
What?
Which leads to none other option than to get some cash or open a Dutch bank account.
Don't accept Visa or MasterCards. They are the most commonly used cards in the world. Visa and MasterCards are the most commonly used across the whole world, and they don't accept them. Wow.
Receipt. If you're an introvert that prefers to be left alone, using a self-checkout machine is the way to go. But make sure to keep your receipt, otherwise you will not be able to leave the store.
What?
Recommendations. Whether you are
You have to scan your receipt to get out the shop. That's really clever, actually.
a
It cuts down
resident or
on
a
theft,
visitor,
won't it?
there are certain things I definitely recommend purchasing or even bringing as a souvenir. Tony Chocolonely chocolate bars. If you like the taste of chocolate and free
Tony's Chocolonely. I've heard of Tony's chocolate before,
slavery,
like.
this is the #1 Dutch chocolate to buy. It comes in many colors and flavors like pretzel, caramel, Kit Kat, and Twix. And it has a creative design that is hard to share amongst your friends.
Oh, wow.
I know it's a bit cheesy, but stroopwafels are a Dutch staple and sold cheaply in every corner of the country. If the caramel filling is overdone for you, you can try honey, not a sponsor, chocolate, or even less sugar-flavored ones. Then cheese is also a great option you can find in any
Ooh,
supermarket.
I do love me
From
some
whole
good
giant
cheese.
ball cheese to cheese slices, from young to old Amsterdam, they have it all. They even sell peanut cheese that comes in a jar or a bucket.
Peanut cheese?
If you're a fan of the taste of pure evil, the Netherlands has plenty
Peanut? What the fuck's peanut cheese?
of licorice to offer, as it is one of the most popular
No,
forms
fine.
of sweets.
Keep
It is
it.
not all
Keep
horrible,
it.
but the faith is in your hands.
Keep it, Netherlands.
Kruidnoten is a perfect winter holiday treat. It is like a gingerbread ball, occasionally covered in chocolate. Typically sold way before the
Oh,
actual
well, that
holiday
sounds nice.
and are immediately gone right after.
Be like
Fla.
a gingerbread
Fla
man.
is simply a pourable pudding that comes in a plastic cup or milk cartons, suggesting that it will quench your thirst. Even though it is not true, it is a great slurpable dessert after dinner.
Well, that's opened my eyes to Dutch supermarkets. It's unusual the way. The supermarkets are pretty similar to the UK, but it's unusual the way they go about having like high-end luxury supermarkets and like low-end. Like, yeah, we've got, you know, you'll have like Waitrose in the UK, which is considered like a high-end supermarket because it's more expensive and pricier. And then you'd have like the Asda Smart Price range, which is like the cheapest baseline. Then you've got your Aldi, your Lidls and that. But it's just fascinating to see how supermarkets and stuff that we use every day in the UK are slightly different across the world. Like, I think it's a really clever use on security behalf, having you to scan your receipt to exit the shop, because that'll cut down on thefts massively and crime. So there is a lot of positives to it. There's also, I can't really find no negatives in it from what I've seen from that video. So if you've liked what you've seen, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, smash subscribe down below, turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any future uploads. I've been the Curious Brit. Until next time, take care and stay safe, people.